All right, good people, let's elaborate a little bit more. I'm on my walk. Elaborate a little bit more as to why I'm saying if you need to lose weight, I would choose the sugar over the starches. Or if for sugar, what I really mean is fruits. So here's why I would choose the sugar over the fruits over the starch. When you eat fruit contains sucrose, fructose, and glucose, okay? Whereas the starch is a polysaccharide and it's going to be broken down exclusively into glucose. If you are overweight, you probably have insulin sensitivity or insulin resistant issues, okay? So if you have issues with insulin, meaning you have sugar metabolism issues, eating a bunch of starch is not beneficial to you because it's all going to be broken down into glucose. And so if you break everything down into glucose, it means you are relying more heavily on insulin versus with the fruits, okay? So that's why I said the strategy, I made another video about how if you are doing starches, your strategy has to change, because with starches, if you don't include activity or exercise and you have insulin resistant issues, which most of you will have if you are overweight, if you don't include the exercise, you're not going to be able to drive the sugar into the cells appropriately. Because exercise, and this is why I said most people who engage starches and lose weight, they have built-in activity. You need to have the activity because all that glucose, you're going to have a problem processing it. And so when you exercise, you can drive glucose into the cell with exercise and not need insulin, okay? So I just want to repeat that again. When you exercise, your muscles will take up glucose out of the blood without insulin. So you reduce your need for insulin when you exercise. And so that's why I'm saying if you have weight to lose, starch is not the go-to. Fruit is going to be the go-to because you don't need insulin for fructose. You have that fructose buffer, okay? Remember, I said fruits have fructose, glucose, and sucrose is just going to break down into glucose and more fructose. So you have that buffer of not needing to use insulin, which if you are overweight, you have an insulin or sugar metabolism issue. You don't want to be consuming sugar that you have to depend on insulin to use. So go with the fruits for the weight loss, not the starch. Starch is a stabilizer. If you employ starch, you got to change your strategy, okay? I hope that helps someone. Bye.